Okay, in this video, we're gonna be going over the shooting of the ATI Bulldog. We'll break it in. Main goals today is to sight in the sights and throw in some 3-inch buckshot, 3-inch slugs. Actually, this is the slugs, that's the buckshot. Number 4 buck. And rifled slugs, some more of those. What else do I got? A couple more double out buck and some more buckshot. So basically, with these semi-automatic shotguns, you're gonna need to break it in with some high velocity rounds. And then hopefully at the end, we can shoot some birdshot and see how those go. Basically, just shoot the birdshot just to have some economical rounds to throw down range. And if we have time, we'll go through these chokes, see how they pattern the buckshot for home defense. So let's go out to the range. Is rolling? All right, yeah, introduction. So right now we're gonna sight in the Bullpup shotgun. I'm just gonna use normal rifle or 2 3/4 inch rifled slugs. And we'll see where we're at on paper. I'll be shooting at the orange and white target down there that somebody left for me. And we'll see where we're at the moment. Safety's off, round in the chamber, we're good to go. I don't know where I hit. How am I gonna sight in if I don't know where my first shot is, right? We're gonna go closer just to see where I'm at on paper, then we'll get back to 17 yards. Pretty low, huh? All right, you can see where the holes are. They're just right below the target, but I cannot make this sight go down any further to bring that up. So if I can't do that, then I should be able to see where it says up and down. Hopefully bring then this sight up, because this one will correct your windage. And then we got the up, maybe that many clicks is good. I'll try not to mess with the windage. That center looks pretty good maybe. Let me just see where I'm at now. So I should have 2 rounds left. Oh, look at that. It's basically bullseye, eh? I don't know if you can see that, but I'll just maybe make a couple more clicks. Okay, we're back with another loaded 5-round magazine. We're just gonna confirm the 0. We'll just keep shooting just to continue to break it in as well. And so we got 2 options here to use this bolt release here or the charging handle. Let's try using the charging handle. Seems like it works pretty good. One camera died, so we had to switch cameras real quick. We're on the second shot. We're gonna go back to what we're doing with shooting the top middle target just to confirm the 0. Okay, I'm gonna say we're sighted in. You can see that orange dot. All right, we're just gonna break it in now and get rid of these rounds. I think it's a pretty good group. Okay, that's 5 rounds. All right, I'm gonna keep breaking it in a little bit, then we'll come back with the camera just to shoot some buckshot and see what the patterns are. Cut! Okay, this video we'll just keep shooting. So I just wanna see if there's any malfunctions. And also, these are 3-inch slugs. See how good they eject as well from the chamber once they expand. All right, those have a little bit of more kick. Yeah, so most of them are a little bit lower, I guess. Which I guess, I don't know, makes sense. They're not going as fast. So, all right, that the 2 3/4 shells didn't recoil that much, but those 3 ones really kicked, so. All right, we'll keep it rolling here and we'll just start breaking it in. Okay, now we got 3-inch buckshot. Actually, let me just do the slugs first. We'll do the buckshot next. So the magazine is going in a lot easier now that I have practice with it, right? That time we used the bolt release and that one worked pretty good. 3-inch slug still. Bottom or second from the bottom on the right, or second from the top. Oh, that's why I want to make a video. We had our first malfunction here. It ejected the round but did not put a new one in. And that was a 3-inch slug. All right, it ejected. Same thing. Okay, last round. Not sure why it malfunctioned there. All of the other ones were shooting good. Maybe we just still need to keep breaking it in. It's got enough velocity to send the bolt back, so. Okay. Just double check the range here so I give you guys some accurate information of the distance here for a buckshot. 14 yards. Yeah, this is like the distance between my upstairs and downstairs on the old stairs, so practical home defense type situation, eh? Just make sure that the rounds don't malfunction, right? Or the gun doesn't malfunction here. Let's see, first target on the left side at the top. Let's see where we're at. Oh, that's a good pattern there. I'd say we're about, let's go take a look here, one shot. That was 3-inch buckshot, by the way, which I really love buckshot because it's like sending a ton of 9mm size balls at the target. So I was aiming at this target and all of the rounds, I don't know, it's probably about a foot, 12-inch pattern. You probably aren't gonna like that with a cylinder bore choke. Much better probably with a full choke, and not, I wouldn't say probably, most definitely. I didn't expect a tight pattern with a cylinder bore. We'll go and switch out the choke later and try some more. I got plenty of buckshot, but let's go ahead and finish this off and break it in some more. I don't want to, well, I'll do this second target too. Same pattern, it looks like, only one in the target though. The first target had 3 orange sprays on it, so. Okay, that's it. Let's go reload again. All right guys, I got some more slugs here. They're normal 2 3/4-inch slugs. Got them from Global Ordnance for a great price, so I bought a ton of these. I guess they're called the Tornado Slug from Sterling. Let's give these a try as well because we had some malfunctions with the 3-inch Federals that I had up there. And see if this more affordable rifle slugs will give us the same problem or do better. Now after, by the way, breaking it in a little bit more, this bolt release seems to go back down a lot easier now. You don't have to press this hard. Oh, safety on. That one went left, but it was center. Damn. I did notice that rear sight's not exactly in the middle. It should be better, eh? Well, now we're center, but now we're high. There we go. User error. I'm just a rookie over here trying to figure out how these things work. All right, those first 5 went great. Let's just finish the box. Okay, don't shoot with gloves because you might get your glove stuck in your trigger like that. Lesson learned. Other than that, no malfunctions for that kind of ammo. I'm liking it. I'll buy some more. Better than that Federal stuff. All right guys, so just like I mentioned, we'll be using 2 3/4-inch buckshot here for this test, just to check the patterns with the full choke out of this gun, the ATI Bulldog, after I get the rounds in. So again, Federal double-aught buck. Still kind of breaking it in a little bit, so might as well do some of these tests. And we're gonna be at 15 yards here for this initial test. Typical, maybe a home defense distance. Yeah, from, for example, for me, between the upstairs and downstairs. All right, first one on the left. I think, as you can see, it's a much tighter pattern. So 1, 2, 3, let's go ahead and take a look at it. And yep, I know this is 15 yards because I measured it from this grass. Okay. So that was all of the Federal. I have this number 4 buck, and my preference actually is to use number 4 buck over double op buck, just because living in a neighborhood like I do, I mean, if I lived out in the country by myself, I would definitely stick with the double op buck. But since there's neighbors, we'll lower it down to number 4 buck, and that's probably the lowest I would recommend for home defense out of a shotgun. Some people want to say they'll use birdshot, which, I mean, people are going to use what they want to do and have their own beliefs. I don't know if I would trust it too much. It's also got a big spray pattern as well. I mean, unless you're really close range to somebody. So anyway, I like that a lot better now. After breaking it in, that bolt release is a lot easier to press now. Okay, definitely looking good. All right, hey guys, sorry, none of that really recorded at all, but let's just rerun through this. The first target, if I can remember, we had 9 pellets in a 7-inch diameter here, 9 pellets here, and a 5-inch. This is still the original one. So at least we can go off of this of what the baseline looked like on the first and last one. These here were the number 4 buck. As you can see, I shot this more. This was from one shot. This is what you would get from shooting number 4 buck. The pattern is super tight. You get a lot of pellets in a concentrated area. Over here, same thing, but I might have been aiming off a little bit. This is 3 shots of number 4 buck, and we still get very tight pattern here and some orange hit there as well. So that's where we're at on number 4 buck. Definitely gonna stick with that for home defense in a neighborhood environment like I am. Okay guys, so in this segment we'll do some rapid fire just to main thing, see if how the muzzle rises and how quickly we can get some follow-up shots accurately down there. So I'll be aiming at the green circles here on the black target. Try to just aim at one constantly, the middle top. Oh, well, that's gone. Let's switch over. Now that has a big old hole in my target that I didn't mean to do. So the first orange on the left top left. Main thing is, guys, let's just see how the recoil of the barrel is after shooting it. I always forget to close the bolt. I mean, it's not super fast, but I definitely want to be controlled with it. And we'll take a look at the footage and see how the recoil was, how the muzzle rise was as well. All right, guys, so in this segment, we'll be shooting just basic 7.5 shot birdshot. After shooting about, I'd say about 30 or so rounds, that maybe, since I haven't really had any major malfunctions, that maybe we're ready to shoot some lower velocity rounds and see how that goes. So, all right, and also for this one, no gloves. I figured I needed them at the beginning because I thought I'd be racking this charging handle a lot, but I actually haven't been needing to use that very often. So we'll shoot without gloves, see how that goes as well. Hopefully also don't burn my hand on the muzzle as well. So, all right, we're just gonna shoot it, and the main purpose is just to see if I have any malfunction. It doesn't matter where I'm aiming at, okay? So it helps if you close the bolt again. All right, wow. 5 rounds of rapid succession birdshot with 0 failures. Let's go load it up for some more, okay? Okay, so I got a box of 25 here. They're just the Winchester 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch, 1255 velocity, feet per second, and 7.5 shots. So we'll just run through it again, see how it goes. And mainly, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you critics are going to say,
you can't use low velocity rounds in a semi-auto shotgun. You need to use higher velocity, blah, blah, blah.
Well, what if I want to use lower velocity? What if I want to use birdshot? Can't I use it? I mean, why don't I have the choice? I mean, it's cheaper. Maybe I just want to use it for tactical training or whatever. Go to a shotgun class and burn up some ammo just training with it as well. So far it's good. And we're going to keep testing it real quick. 5 rounds again, no issues. And the magazine doesn't have a problem going in anymore after breaking it in, loosening it up. I would say the recoil is just, I mean, it's all the same. The only thing that felt like there was a lot of recoil was the 3-inch slugs, but everything else feels about the same. The normal 2 3/4 inch slugs, buckshot, and number 4 buck that I shot. Wow, I'm really loving this. I mean, I have a friend that owns a Bullpup shotgun semi-auto, and it does not eat the birdshot as well or as consistently as this gun. ATI must have done a really good job on the design of this gun to shoot birdshot no problem. This time I remember to close the bolt. All right, last round. Wow, there you guys have it. No malfunctions with 25 rounds of birdshot, and they were shot all succession. So I have no complaints about that. Let me know in the comment section what problems you guys have had with birdshot with the ATI Bulldog. Okay, hey guys, that does it for today. Hope you guys learned a little bit and you know, found out if you really like this gun or not, and if it made you decide if you wanted to buy it or hold off. My opinion is that it's a really great gun for a semi-automatic bullpup shotgun. I know others might have had issues in the past, but this one has basically run almost flawlessly. You could tell that I had a couple of malfunctions with the 3-inch rifle slugs from Federal. I wasn't sure really what the issue was there, but maybe it was just a break-in issue, and everything kind of goes in through a few growing pains maybe, or maybe the rim of the brass or something kind of got caught on a magazine or something like that. But overall, I was very impressed with everything I shot. Immediately, one of the things I noticed was when I was sighting in the sights that the recoil on the rifled slug, the 2 3/4 inch slugs, was super manageable. I was expecting a lot. I was holding on tight and everything, expecting a big jerk or a big slug to hit me in the shoulder. But basically just holding this, the muzzle in kind of down and with a good C-clamp grip with, like I mentioned, with your arm out like this and it tucked in your pectoral muscle, the recoil was super manageable. And like I said, the trigger, I think the trigger was really great. Definitely like AR style. It wasn't spongy. The reset was great. And the trigger brake was perfect as well. I had no issues. So also with the rapid firing, you definitely could control the muzzle a lot. There's something I haven't taken apart yet, but definitely the recoil management of this gun is great. Definitely would highly recommend this. Don't be afraid of it. If you're afraid of shotguns because of the recoil, it's definitely manageable. Other than that, I'd say the more I shot this, the more I liked it. The magazine was loading super easy now. The charging handle was easy to use, even though I didn't really need it that much. I see why some guns don't have this anymore, because you really don't need it. Maybe a side charging handle would have been a little bit easier to use or manage for this gun, since you don't have to use 2 fingers to pull that slide back. And definitely the bolt release was a lot easier to push now. If you remember in my initial overview video, that was really hard for me to push and I really had to slap it shut. Let's talk about the sights. They were super easy to sight in. As you could see in the video, it only took 2 or 3, 4 shots, basically 5 rounds to get it dialed in to where I wanted it to be set. I didn't realize that we had an up and down here until I maxed out the front sight. So definitely you should start adjusting the rear sight first, usually, as always, or it's best practice before you start adjusting the front. But now that I've adjusted the front, I just left like that. It's maxed out all the way down, and then I started raising the sight up on the rear a little bit. The windage here I didn't really mess around with, maybe just a couple of clicks just to get it in the middle. But other than that, the sights are perfect now. I'm probably just going to stick with the polymer ones until if they break or wear off, then I'll think about upgrading them. But right now, I think it's a solid piece here as far as right out of the box stock equipment. Also, changing out the chokes was super easy, super fast. I did notice that they come a little bit loose after shooting them for a while, so definitely get that in really tight, or maybe add a little bit of maybe Loctite or something, and get that down in there super tight. Other than that, shooting buckshot with the full choke, perfect for home defense, I'd say. I didn't have any malfunctions. I'll probably keep shooting more buckshot, different kinds of ammo, just to gain some trust into this gun before I think about using it as a home defense shotgun, because right now I'm using a pump action KSG. But maybe, you know, I do get more rounds with that, but this platform seems pretty manageable as well with recoil and everything. Yeah, definitely use if you're using buckshot, which you should be using maybe for home defense. I'm using number 4 buck, because I live in a neighborhood, and those are perfect, I think. Patterns are tight, and they do a good job. So it's a pain in the butt to change these magazines out, reload them every time because you only get 5 rounds, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You can get bigger magazines, but then they'll be weight on here, or if you get a drum magazine, you're just gonna carry a lot more weight. So maybe just get a bunch of 5-round magazines. If you wanna try to fiddle with getting the slide on the rail here, you can, and maybe wear that in so it goes on and off really easy. That might be what I do in the future. But yeah, right now I really like the gun. I didn't even mess with the cheek riser. I'm gonna keep it down. I don't really know what else to say about it, but if you guys have questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section, and I'll try to get back to you about my opinion. The next video will be to take this down and clean it, and we'll see you guys in that video, okay? I would do it, but I have no ammo, so let's go fill it up and try it again just to confirm the 0. Cut! I got a cellular phone call. It's a great ringtone. Hello?
Hi, this is Ivan with LA Fitness. How are you doing, Eddie?
I'm good. I don't have much time to talk at the moment. Can you call me back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just give you a call.
Yeah, give me a call back tomorrow. Thank you. That was weird. LA Fitness. I pay my bill on time. Maybe they want to call me and be like, hey, we had a COVID case and we're doing contact tracing. We need you to quarantine for 14 days and you're not allowed in the gym for 2 weeks. You, man. You want me to tell you I'm vaccinated? Okay, I'm vaccinated. Can I come work out? Excuse me.